Hi students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. In the previous class we started our fourth chapter, that is the old car tire. Our fourth chapter is the old car tire. We discussed the first part in the previous class. I will remind you something. This is the story. In this story, the old car tire, there is the story of a tire. This is the story of a tire, and what is the specialty of this tire? This tire is an old one and not in use now. Now it is not useful. So it is lying in the corner of a garage. What is the meaning of garage? What do you mean by garage? Garage, a part of a building or housing automobiles. That means in every house there may be a garage to keep our household vehicles. We are keeping our household vehicles in the garage, and this old tire is now lying, L-Y-I-N-G, lying, L-Y-I-N-G. It is lying in the corner of the garage because it is not useful now. It is an old one. It is of no use. The tire felt so sad because it is not useful. There is nobody to look after him, and it is lying in the corner of the garage, and it is full of dust. It is covered with the dust. And at the time there were so many spanners in the garage, and they are glittering, they are sparkling spanners, and they are useful now, and they are kept in a shelf. They are kept in a shelf, and it is useful. And the spanner looked at the old tire and asked the tire, "It is not well for you," said the old tire. Spanner asked, "Now, old chap, do cheer up. Why are you looking so tired and sad?" The tire is looking so sad, and the spanner asked the tire, "Why are you looking so sad? Why are you so unhappy? What is the reason for your sadness?" And the tire told him, "Oh dear, it is terrible to be old and useless. It is a terrible condition to be old and useless. When I was useful in olden times, I went for shopping and I went for picnic with the family members. I was a part of this car. I was an inevitable part." That means I was an inevitable part. The car did not run without me. I was an inevitable part of this car, but now I was useless. But now I am useless. I am a useless thing. There is nobody to look after me. It is the reason for my sadness. When I was useful, they carry me everywhere they went. They carry me everywhere they went. I am an inevitable part of the car. I went to shopping, I went to picnic, and wherever they go, I was a part of that car. But now I am an useless thing. But now I am an useless thing. I am lying in the corner of the garage. That is the reason for my sadness. You don't feel that sadness because you are useful things. You are all useful things. You are glittering. You are all useful things. It is well all for you. You are still useful. They looked towards the car standing beside him. Not long ago it couldn't do without me. Not long ago, when I was useful, I was with them. I was a part of that car, and I went everywhere with them. Yes, indeed, said the tire. We used to go for picnic and shopping and to the countryside for a side. Oh, it was such an exciting life. At that time, it was an exciting life for me. It was an interesting life for me. Now they say I am too old to be of use anymore. Oh dear, I don't know what is to become of me. I don't know what is to become of me. What will be my future? I was now lying in the corner of the garage. Then there came two children. Who were the two children? Rani and Manu were the two children, and they were the children of the gardener. There was a gardener in that house, and the children of the gardener were Manu and Rani. The children were Rani and Manu. Rani and Manu were the children of the gardener, and they were playing near the garage. What were they doing? They were playing near the garage. They were 9 and 7 years old. Rani was 9 years old, and Manu was 7 years old. Rani said, Manu, can you see that old tire? Rani pointed out to the tire. Point out means, what is the meaning of point out? Chundi kanikka. Rani pointed out to Manu that there is a tire, there is an old tire lying in the corner of the garage. Can you see that tire? We can ask our father to hang it from the strong banyan tree. There was a banyan tree in our garden, and the banyan tree is very strong and very big one. And we can hang the tire from the tree, and we can use it as a swing. What is the meaning of swing? SWIND, swing. It is autumn season, and there may be some swing in your houses, and we can play with the swing. Children is interested to play with the swing. Rani said, Manu, can you see that old tire? We can ask our father. Who is the father of Rani and Manu? The father of Rani and Manu is the gardener of that house. They are telling, we can ask our father to hang it. Hang means using a rope, we can hang the tire from the strong banyan tree and in the garden. We shall use it as a swing. Oh, it will be such a fun. It will be very funny to play with it. It will be very funny for us to play with the swing. The children were very excited. The children, on seeing the tire, the children were very excited. They were anxious. They called out to their father. Called out means they were calling father. Father, father, please come and see the tire, and asked him. The children asked him if he would make a swing for them. Okay, Papa, can you make a swing for us using that old tire? The children were asking their father. The children were asking their father, can you make a swing for us? We can tie this tire with a rope to the banyan tree, and we can play with it. Can you make a swing for us? I shall ask Mr. Ahuja, said the gardener. This gardener said to the children, I can ask Mr. Ahuja. Mr. Ahuja is the owner of the house. Mr. Ahuja. Mr. A-H-U-J-A. Ahuja. Who is the owner of the house? Mr. Ahuja is the owner of the house, and the gardener told the children, tell past tense told. The gardener told the children that I will ask the owner, that means Ahuja, I will ask the owner if we give a permission, if I get permission. Permission means the permit to do something. Permission is allowing someone to do something is called a permission. If I get the permission to took the tire, I will give you the tire and make a swing for you. If he give a permission, I shall prepare it tomorrow. I shall repair it tomorrow. R-E-P-A-I-R, repair. R-E-P-A-I-R, repair. It is an old tire. It needs some repair. It needs some repair. So we shall repair the tire after getting the permission from the owner. We can repair the tire after getting the permission from the owner. Who is the owner? Mr. Ahuja is the owner of the house. If he gives permission, I shall repair it tomorrow. I am sure he will not refuse. The gardener said to his children that I am sure he will not refuse. Refuse means deny. Refuse, deny. He will give permission. I am very sure. This tire has been lying here for a long time. For a long time, this tire is lying here without any use. This is a useless tire for Ahuja. So he will give permission to take the tire. And this tire has been lying here for a long time. Next day they returned and cleaned the tire. The next day the children returned with the gardener. Why? They will get the permission. They got the permission from Mr. Ahuja. So they came the next day. So they came with their father the next day, and the tire was repaired. They take the tire and they clean the tire. The tire was lying in the corner of the garage, and it was covered full with the dust. It was full of dust. So they cleaned the tire. So they repaired the tire, and a thick rope was tied at the top. What did they do? Suppose this is the tire. This is a tire. This is a flat thing. Suppose this is the tire, and they tied a rope. This is a tire, and they tied a rope in this side. A thick rope is tied to one end of the tire. This one side of the tire, they tied. The tire was repaired. A thick rope was tied at the top. At the top of the tire, they tied a thick rope, not a thin rope. They used a thick rope. Oh, how good it feels to be out in the open. Then they made a swing with the rope and the tire. They made a swing. They can play with the swing. How good it feels to be out in the open, said the tire to itself. The tire is speaking to itself. The tire is personified here in this chapter. The tire is talking to us. It is personified. The tire is personified, and we see that the tire is now feeling very happy. When it is resting in the corner of the garage, it is very sad because it is happy when it is useful. It is happy when it is useful. So the children is now playing with the tire. They made it a swing, and they are playing in the tire. It was hung from the tree. What happened to the tire? The tire was hung from the tree. It was hung from the tree, and it was excited as the children. The children were excited, and also now the tire was also excited. It is now useful, and it looks so good. It looks so nice. It is not covered with dust. They are using. The children are using it very good in a good manner. The children are using the tire. They made it as a swing, and they are using the tire with happiness. So the tire is also excited. So the tire is also excited because it is now useful. It was hung from the tree. It was as excited as the children. It was as excited as the children. That means the children is excited. The tire is also excited. So there is a usage. It was as excited as the children. From that sentence we can understand that the tire is excited and the children is also excited. So there is a usage. It means the tire was as excited as the children. It was happy as the children. It was as excited as the children. The tire was very happy when Rani and Manu held him from the sides and started swinging high in the air. The tire became very happy because always they are playing with the swing. Always they are one time Rani is swinging, and the other time Manu is swinging, and the tire became very happy. Always it is playing. Always it is playing. Now it felt free and useful. What is the feeling of the tire? It felt free. Before some time, that means in earlier time it was lying in the corner of the garage, but it was now playing with the children. It became very free and useful. It became very free and useful, swinging high, high and high. Why was the tire happy at the end? The tire was happy at the end because it was now free and useful. It was now free and useful. At the beginning of the story, we found that the tire is very sad. Why was the tire sad? It was of no use. The tire was of no use. It was lying useless in the corner of the garage covered with dust. But now, at the end of the story, we see that the tire is a useful thing. The children are playing with the swing, and the tire is also playing with the swing. At the last part of the story, we found that the tire is as happy as the children. The tire is as happy as the children. Okay, this is the end of this chapter. I will read it once more. From the very beginning, you listen to the text. An old car tire was feeling very sad. It lay in the corner of the garage covered with dust. Oh dear, it sighed. It is terrible to be old and useless. The shiny spanner on the shelf looked down at him. Now, old chap, he said brightly, do cheer up. It's not well for you, said the old tire. You are still useful. Then looked towards the car standing beside him. Not long ago, it couldn't do without me. I used to go everywhere with it, asked one of its tires. Really? Said the spanner. Yes, indeed, said the tire. We used to go for picnics, for shopping, and to the countryside for a sigh. Oh, it was such an exciting life. Now they say, I am too old to be of use anymore. Oh dear, I don't know what is to become of me. It said sadly. Rani and Manu were the children of the gardener. They were playing near the garage. They were 9 and 7 years old. Rani said, Manu, can you see that old tire? He can ask our father to hang it from the strong banyan tree in the garden. We shall use it as a swing. Oh, it will be very fun. The children were excited. They called out to their father to come and see the tire and asked him if he would make a swing for them. I shall ask Mr. Ahuja, said the gardener. If he gives permission, I shall repair it tomorrow. I am sure he will not refuse. This tire has been lying here for a long time. Next day, they returned home and cleaned the tire. The tire was repaired. A thick rope was tied at the top. Oh, how good it feels to be out in the open, said the tire to himself. It was hung from the tree. It was as excited as the children. The tire was very happy when Rani and Manu held him from the sides and started swinging high in the air. Now it feels free and useful, swinging high, high and high. That is the end of the story. So let us move on to the comprehension. First one is meanings, vocabulary order. First word is garage. What is the meaning of garage? Look at the text. Garage, a part of building for housing automobiles. Garage. What is the spelling of garage? Look here. G-A-R-A-G-E. Garage. Meaning a part of building for housing automobiles. Listen here. A part of building. A part of building. B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. Building for housing automobiles. H-O-U-S-I-N-G. Housing automobiles. O-U-T-O-M-O-B-I-L-E-S. That means in our houses there may be car porches. We are having car porches. We are putting our vehicles in the car porch. Like that, at that time there may be, it may be called a garage. That means the repairs are done in that place. The repairs of the automobiles, housing automobiles are done in that place. The spare parts of the vehicles are put there at the side of the garage, at the side of that place. So that is called garage. The meaning of garage is a part of building. In our a part of building means a part of our house for housing automobiles. A part of building for the housing automobiles. Second one is sigh. S-I-G-H. Sigh. Sigh means breathe deeply and heavily. Breathe. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. Breathe deeply and heavily. Deeply and heavily. H-E-A-V-I-L-Y. Breathe deeply and heavily. Sigh. Whenever we felt very sad, we will have a sigh. Like that. We will sigh whenever we are in a sad mood. Whenever we are in a sad mood. Deeply breathing. Deep breath. Sigh. Heavy breath or deep breath. Next one. Excitement. E-X-C-I-T-E-M-E-N-D. Excitement. What is the meaning of excitement? Excitement means feeling cheerful joy. That means a sudden feeling of joy or happiness. Excitement. When our family is planning for a picnic, the children became very excited. That is excitement. Feeling cheerful or joy. Feeling cheerful. F-E-E-L-I-N-G. Feeling cheerful. Joy. Feeling joy or cheerful. Excitement. The next one, repair. R-E-P-A-I-R. Repair. R-E-P-A-I-R. Repair. Repair. Meaning putting together what is torn or broken. Repair means we can repair our shoes. We can repair our school bags. Whenever our zip is broken, we should repair it. Make it proper. Make it proper. That means putting together what is putting together. P-U-T-T-I-N-G. Putting together. T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. Together. What is torn or broken. T-O-R. Torn. T-O-R-N, torn or broken, B-R-O-K-E-N. The meanings is there in the text. You go through the meanings. Okay. First one, garage, a part of building for housing automobiles. Sigh, breathe deeply or heavily. Excitement, feeling cheerful, joy. Then repair, putting together what is torn or broken. Putting together what is torn or broken. Putting together what is torn or broken. Then there is making sentences from the given words. First is excitement. Listen here. Excitement. E-X-C-I-T-E-M-E-N-D. Excitement. Make a sentence. E-X-C-I-T-E-M-E-N-D. Excitement. Make a sentence using the word excitement. Excitement. Playing in swing is an excitement. Playing in swing. P-L-A-Y-I-N-G. Playing, swing. Otherwise we can write swinging is an excitement. Swinging, swinging, S-W-I-N-G-I-N-G. It is better. Swinging, S-W-I-N-G-I-N-G. Swinging is an excitement for children. E-X-C-I-T-E-M-E-N-D. Excitement for children. Swinging is an excitement to children. Singing is an excitement to children. You can write this sentence in the space provided. Swinging is an excitement to children. Swinging is an excitement to children. Next one, side. H-I-G-H-E-D. S-I-G-H-E-D. Side. S-I-G-H, side. Side. S-I-G-H-E-D. He sighed in relief after the heavy rain. After the it is raining for 3 or 4 days. After the heavy raining of these 3 days, we felt relief. He sighed in relief. We can write he sighed. S-I-G-H-E-D. Sighed in relief. In relief. R-E-L-I-E-F. Relief. Listen here. Spelling R-E-L-I-E-F. Relief. He sighed in relief after the heavy rain. After the heavy rain. After the heavy, H-E-A-V-Y, heavy rain. He sighed in relief after the heavy rain. Then repaired. R-E-P-A-I-R-E-D. R-E-P-A-I-R-E-D. Repaired. R-E-P-A-I-R-E-D. Repaired. Yesterday my father repaired a fan. My father. You write now it's a my father repaired a fan. Repaired a fan. My father repaired a fan. My father repaired a fan. Fourth one, garage. Garage. G-A-R-A-G-E. Garage. G-A-R-A-G-E. Garage. Our car is in the garage. Our car is in the garage. Our car is in the garage. Listen here. Excitement. Swinging is an excitement to children. Look at your text. Sighed. He sighed in relief after the heavy rain. Then repaired. My father repaired a fan. Next one, garage. Our car is in the garage. Our car is in the garage. Next one is a comprehension. Tick the correct answers. Tick the correct answers. Page number 43. You listen to the page number 43. Shiny spanner was dash. First option, on the shelf in the corner. Shiny spanner was on the shelf in the corner. Which one is correct? After the reading the text, you can answer this question. Shiny spanner was on the shelf. First option is correct. On the shelf. You tick the first option. On the shelf. Then second one. The tire belonged to from. The tire belonged to from a truck, a car. Which one is correct? A car. The tire belonged to from a car. The tire belonged to from a car. Tick the second option. The tire was hung from dash. A neem tree, a banyan tree. Where the children made a swing? In a banyan tree. The tire was hung from banyan tree. The tire was hung from a banyan tree. Next one. Write suitable. B. Answer the questions that the notes will come to you. And the next one is make questions for the answer. Make questions for the answer. First one. There is an answer given in the text. The old car tire was lying in the corner. That was the answer. Can you make a question for that? First one. Where is there? Where? Answer is the old car tire was lying in the corner. Question, you can make a question. Where was the old tire? Where? Right now in the text, where was the old car tire? That will be the question. Where was the old car tire? And after writing the question, you put a question mark at the end of the question. Where was the old car tire? We can make a question from the answers, given answers. The answer is the old car tire was lying in the corner. Then the question will be, where was the old car tire? Where was the old car tire? Then the second one is, it was not happy because it had grown old. The question is beginning with the why. Second one, why was the tire not happy? Why was the tire? Why was the tire, T-Y-R-E, tire, not happy? Question mark. Why was the tire not happy? Why was the tire not happy? You write now itself. Why was, W-S was, the tire, T-Y-R-E, tire, not, N-O-T, not happy, H-A-P-P-Y. Third one. Rani and Manu were the children of the gardener. Can you make a question? Answer is given in the text. You make a question for that. Answer is Rani and Manu were the children of the gardener. Can you make a question? Who were the children of the gardener? Question. Who were the children? Who were the children of the gardener? Who were the children of the gardener? Is it clear? The first question is, first answer is the old car tire was lying in the corner. The question is, where was the old car tire? Second one, answer, it was not happy because it had grown old. It was not happy because it had grown old. Question, why was the tire not happy? Why was the tire not happy? Then the third one, third answer is Rani and Manu were the children of a gardener. Then the question will be, who were the children of the gardener? Who were the children of the gardener? Whenever you get an answer, you can make a question from the answer that you should study. How can we make question from answers? Okay. Then write a paragraph of 3 R's. Write a paragraph of 3 R's. Which are the 3 R's? 3 R's. 3 R's. R apostrophe S. 3 R's. Reduce, reuse and recycle. Reduce. That means reduce the amount of waste in our house. Reduce the amount of waste in our house. Reduce. Then reuse. Reuse. Reduce, reuse and recycle. The 3 R's. Recycle. The 3 R's are 3 R's. 3 R apostrophe S. 3 R's. Reduce. First R is reduce. Second R is reuse. Reduce. Then second one reuse. And the third one is recycle. Reduce, reuse and recycle. You write now itself in the text along with me. 3 R's. Reduce, reuse and recycle. The 3 R's, only 2 sentences are enough. The 3, is it clear? The 3 R's hyphen reduce, reuse and recycle. Recycle hyphen. The 3 R's all help to 3 R's. That means reduce help to, reuse help to and recycle help to, all help to cut down the amount of waste. Cut down, DOWN, cut down the amount of waste. That amount, AMOUNT, amount of waste we throw away. Waste, WAST, waste we throw away. THROW, throw away. First, next, listen here. The 3 R's, reduce, reuse and recycle, all help to cut down, means shorten the amount of waste we throw away. There may be lot of waste from our house and we can reduce the usage of, reduce the waste, amount of waste, then reuse the things that can be reused. Don't throw away only after single, don't throw away things only after single use. We can reuse it. That will reduce the amount of waste. And recycle. We can recycle things that can be recycled. That will also cut down. That means these 3 will help to cut down the amount of waste we throw away. Okay. Next, one more sentence is needed. They conserve natural resources. They. What is they? Reduce, reuse and recycle. Conserve. CONSERVE. They conserve natural resources. Natural resources. NATURAL. Natural resources. 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 They conserve natural resources. Landfill space, comma, landfill space. Landfill space. SPACE. Landfill space and energy. And energy. And energy. Listen here, this will be enough for you as you are studying in 3rd standard. This will be enough. The 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? Reduce, reuse and recycle. These are the 3 R's. All help to cut down. All help to cut down the amount of waste we throw away. First sentence you study now. The 3 R's, reduce, reuse and recycle, all help to. First you study which are the 3 R's, reduce, reuse and recycle. Then the 3 R's all help to cut down the amount of waste we throw away. Is it clear now? Then second one, they conserve natural resources. What are these 3 R's doing? Conserve. First one, conserve natural resources. Then second one, landfill space and energy. Landfill space and energy. Okay, these are the 3 R's. Then the type of sentences. Do you want to say it once more? Okay. The 3 R's are related to reduce of waste materials. The 3 R's are which are the 3 R's to study now? Reduce one, then second one reuse, and the third one is recycle. Which are the 3 R's? Reduce, reuse and recycle are the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, first one reduce, the first letter is R. Second one reuse, the first letter is R. Third one recycle. These are called 3 R's. Okay, these are, what is 3 R's? Reduce, recycle and reuse. Reduce, reuse and recycle are called 3 R's. Can you write 2 sentences about these 3 R's? That is the question. The 3 R's, reduce, reuse and recycle. Now you are familiar with these 3 words. All help to what? This doing. These help to cut down. That means shorten, minimize. Cut down means shorten, minimize. Cut down the amount of waste. If we follow these 3 R's, we are reducing the waste material. If we are reusing the things that we can reuse, and if we are recycling things, how can we, what will be the after effect of that? The amount of wastage will be cut down. The amount of wastage will be cut down in every house. If we use a plastic bottle for buying milk from the milk vendor, we can use it so many days. If we are using it for one day and throw it away in our surroundings, that will cause wastage. That will cause the huge amount of wastage. If we reuse it for many uses, for many times, that will reduce the amount of wastage. Okay, that is the thing. Reduce, reuse and recycle help to cut down. Cut down means shorten or reduce. What it will help to do what? The amount of waste we throw away. Daily we are throwing a huge amount of waste in our surroundings. This will help to cut down, shorten the amount of waste we will throw away. Then they conserve natural resources. They preserve natural resources. They preserve natural resources and landfill space and energy. Is it clear? You study the portion on today itself. There will be one more episode from this chapter, and there will immediately after the Onam vacation an exam will be for you, and you will be prepared for the exam. Study well. On the same day you get the notes and get the episodes. Okay, this will be enough for today's class. Thank you. Let us revise today's portions. What are the portions we studied today? The meaning. Which are the words studied? Garage. The first one is garage. What is the meaning of garage? A part of building for housing automobiles. A part of building for housing automobiles. Second one, sigh. Sigh means deep breath or heavy breath. Sigh means deep breath or heavy breath. Sigh, breathe deeply or heavily is called a sigh. S-I-G-H. Then the third word is excitement. Excitement, anxiousness. That means feeling cheerful or joy. Feeling cheerful, joy. That means happiness. Simply we can say happiness. H-A-P-P-I-N-E-S-S. Next one, repair. Repair is something is not working properly, if something is torn or broken, we had to repair it. That means maintain. Repair means maintain. Repair, what is the meaning here? Putting together what is torn or broken. Whenever something is broken, whenever something is not working, we have to repair it. An example is whenever our mixie is not working properly, we will take it to a repair shop and we will get it repaired after 1 or 2 days. And we have to pay some amount for that repairman. Okay, if some people are there in your home who know repair, it will be very easy for you to get it repaired. Then the second topic we studied is tick the correct answers. I will read it once more. Only the first portion and the correct answer. Shiny spanner was on the shelf. That was the right sentence. Then second one, the tire belonged to from a car. The tire belonged to from a car. Then the third one is the tire was hung from a banyan tree. That is the third one. You got an idea? Then next one, we studied to make questions from answers. All this time here, class 1, class 2 and class 3, this much time, you studied to make answer when you get a question. Now it is when you get an answer, how can you make a question? When you get an answer, how can you make a question? Then the answer, the first answer is the old car tire was lying in the corner. Then we can simply make a question. Where was the old car tire lying? Where was the old car tire? The answer is given in the text and we have to make questions for that answer. The old car tire was lying in the corner. That was the sentence given here. That was the answer here. We have to make a question from that answer. Where was the old car tire? That was the question. How do we make a question? We can make a question from the given answer. The answer is the old car tire was lying in the corner. That is the answer. Then question, where was the old car tire? Where was the old car tire? Then second answer is it was not happy because it had grown old. It was not happy. It is the tire. The tire was not happy because means the reason for the unhappiness. Because it had grown old. It was now old. Then you should have to make a question for that. And the question is, why was the tire not happy? Why was the tire not happy? Or we can make, what was the reason for the tire's unhappiness? Let us simply make the question, why was the tire not happy? Then the answer will be, it was not happy because it had grown old. Okay, you understand? Then let us move on to the third answer. The third answer is, Rani and Manu were the children of the gardener. Rani and Manu were the children of a gardener. Then what will be the question? Who were the children of the gardener? Let us simply make a question from that answer. Who were the children of the gardener? Then the answer will be Manu and Rani were the children of the gardener. Then I hope you all understood these three portions. And the last one is the 3 R's. It is very important. You should study it well. The 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? Reuse, reduce. First one reduce, then second one reuse and recycle. These are the 3 R's. And the 3 R's, reuse, reduce, reuse and recycle, all help to cut down the amount of waste material we throw away. The amount of waste we throw away. They conserve. What did they do? What did the 3 R's do? They conserve natural resources. They preserve natural resources, landfill space and energy. Is it clear? I hope you all understood these 3 topics, and let us continue in the next class. This will be enough for today. Okay, thank you.